Good evening. There's something I want to do first. I didn't realize I had to be here to do. Remember, will it remember? It will. Okay. Hmm. It's only been 2 days. I suppose it has only been 2 days. But with the time change and other events of today, it feels like it's been longer. uh, Hello, remove. See you looking. I was debating on what to play today, and I wanted to try out some multiplayer things, but then looking deeper into it, it was a bit of a case of, a lot of them seem to have some slight security issues, so maybe I'll hold off on that for now. I'll hold off on that. I did try out Board Game Arena and Tabletopia a little bit. And it was, I got to try out, I think, Tabletopia a little bit more. Playing a game that, well, testing out a little bit, a game that I've played before, Viticulture. And it was interesting. It wasn't fully scripted, but it was snappy, so to speak. At least it had that going for it. And of course, they're all legit versions of the games that you can play, unlike a lot of what's available on Tabletop Simulator. But it is what it is. And I say that like I don't have a copy of most of those games in my library downstairs. Okay. Let me check something. Will this work? Will this work? Huh. Actually, we'll do this instead. Trying out something new. Let's see if it will work. Oh, actually, maybe I should name it something else. Maybe I should name it something else. Okay. Maybe this will work. So, the reason I did this is because I talked about this before. I sometimes have my cats show up and demand things. Right now, they seem to be happily occupied with the heat, like getting close to heat sources, and I am not chief among them today. But in the meantime, I'm going to test this out real quick with cats. Let's see if this will work. Will this work? Do this. No? Oh. Oh well. I tried. I tried. I guess I didn't quite properly link it up. I didn't properly link it up. Okay. Hello, Arcers. I'll put my cat away for now. Although, I guess I'll take a second. So, this is Casper. She's a gray girl. And this is the troublemaker. It's not an exact representation, but it's close enough to what it looks like. He's not very stripy for a gray and white cat. He seems to be missing that. Hello, Brother Mouse, and hello, Dark Clown. It's a chill game. It's been a bit cold and a bit warm. Warmer throughout the day. And I stayed to go out for a walk. I was very lucky today. I had to do something out and about, but thank you, Brother Mouse. I'll need that. I'll need to take that energy. I had to go for a short walk around town or something, and very lucky that I was able to get through things quickly and relatively not having to travel very far. which I realize not a lot of other people necessarily have the benefit of. I've heard of people waiting hours and hours and hours for the chance to do what I did in approximately like 5 minutes without any sort of wait. And mm, I want to say, like most of the other times I've been able to do this, uh, mm, it's always been extremely close by, like very easily within walking distance. But then again, I suppose I live in a dense area. Let's see, let's see. Here for Wingspan. This might get a little temper. I'll see. I have it set for bird noises only from the game. Only bird noise. Actually, I should probably do something. This will help. Oh, this looks strange. It is a nice game. It was very interesting to see that, like, for Tabletopia and or Board Game Arena, they also have their own implementations of Wingspan, proper ones. So it's just kind of but I already own the Steam version, the really well done one, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the Oceania. I think it's the Oceania expansion. It's not announced for when it's coming out, but it will be coming out soon, question mark. Maybe soon is not the right word. Okay. Things might get a little funky. Let's just try this real quick. Hey. Oh. It's on the wrong thing. It'll be on the right thing soon. Okay, is this the right one? It is! Okay. There we go. Hopefully no surprise, like, what is that in the corner? Like one of the last times I played this. Just, like, there's a strange ink thing in the corner. Didn't know what it was. And I also found that, yeah, bird time. American bird time. I don't have the European expansion yet. But what I did get, and this is something that you'll see through here in a second, I got the holiday expansion because I didn't realize that they unlock the holiday backgrounds and stuff around the holiday itself. So I'm not changing my particular character, but you can change the backgrounds. And this is the current season 1, which they're going to take away from the free version of the game after November 15th. But if I really wanted to, we could be playing the Easter variety right now. Or the generic spring one, or I guess the, how would you describe this one? Like, 4th of July, but not really. Like they're trying to evoke a older time period. And then we have spring, Valentine's Day, and we have Christmas. Well, winter holiday, quote unquote. But yeah, we'll try the seasonal one. Yeah, I only found out after I bought the expansion. But then again, it was only like $3. Let's see. It's been a little while since I played this, but I think I played it at the beginning of October, I think. I feel like I haven't played it on stream this season at all, which is why I picked it out. And then I found out, oh, the background's going away. November 15th. I should play that before then. Just to, honestly, like, advertise that it's there if you have Wingspan and you don't have the seasonal expansion pack. But it is there. Okay. So, our starting birds. Morning dove, Swanson's hawk. I was playing not an online, a in-person version of this, well, in-person game, and I had so many predators. It was really unfortunate. I think I only got my predators to trigger like twice the entire game. It was really awful. It was really awful. I think I also had a lot of cases where it was like, how, size wise, it shouldn't be hard to get a bird that's under 75 centimeters in this game. Like, literally, the rest of these birds in this area are less than 75 centimeters. Water? Okay. I have tea. It's my Irish breakfast and a bit of honey. I was trying to do some singing practice before this, so the remains of that tea. Thank you. Quetzals? No, wait. Is a quetzal an actual bird? I know it's like a mythological creature. Quetzalcoatl, right? Or something. But I don't think there are any quetzal birds. Unless... Also, like, are they a North American bird? Because this is a North American game. They have a European expansion, but I don't think they'd have quetzals. Oh, it is a bird? There is a I don't want to say a dictionary of birds. They have like a little encyclopedia of birds. And I have to unlock more birds in there. What does a quetzal look like? What does a quetzal look like? And where are they? Where are they? Oh, that is pretty. But let's see, where are they? Where do they exist? Ah. So I don't know if they cover that far south necessarily. I feel like that would be its own expansion that they would plan out. I feel like they could definitely make an expansion out of the birds of like Central America. And then another one for South America. But the Oceania one just came out, so might be a few more years yet. Depends on, well, keel-billed toucan type. I am going to grab the photo. I always hate doing this because I feel like I should be able to copy and paste the photo into here, but then it grabs all this other information too. One day. I mean, the people who made this, well, it was made in conjunction or with the help. How many birds are in the base game? That is a lot of birds. And they're all like, all the cards are different. There's no duplicate birds. Wingspan. And I was just looking at like all the store page for it because I was buying the expansion pack. 170. Well, 180? There's 180 birds. The European expansion has... The European expansion has 81 birds, all unique, all new. And the expansion for Oceania has... Come on, how many birds? 95 birds. Ah. So the reason why they picked Oceania after Europe was because of the Australian wildfires. So they focused on that region, and they were also donating money towards it as well at the same time. And for Oceania, it was Australia and New Zealand specifically that they were going with. So the base game is, let's see. They don't specify. I just assumed that was like all North American birds, to be honest. They do have sections on each card. Actually, let me... Can I... Oh, yeah. Oh, but I can't see. I thought that they had a thing on here for, like, showing what their ranges were. But maybe that's only on the physical card? Maybe. Birds hatching out of their eggs. Very cute, but also kind of gross. But then again, nature's kind of gross. Let's see, morning dove. Oh, okay. I should explain how this works a little bit. So, in this game, we're a bird watcher. And we're trying to, or we're basically placing birds in our particular environment to watch them. Or like we're enticing them, however you want to view it. And there are 3 different locations that they can be placed in. I don't know if I can do that here. Yeah, you can't really see it because of the... Wait, maybe do this. You can place them in the forest. You can place them in the grasslands. Or you can place them in the wetlands. And... Okay, yep. You'll see in the upper corner here, this is where they can be placed. Not all birds do well in all types of areas. You also need to make sure that you have food for them in order to place them. Food that they like, specifically. And there's a bird feeder, which is not shown here. Well, actually, I guess it kind of is. It's like right here. Sorry, it's only visible in like this one particular view. This is the bird feeder. That's where you get bird food. And there are actions associated with each one of these locations as well. So it's kind of a... Don't know what you mean by a tycoon game, because the only tycoon game I've played is Roller Coaster Tycoon, and it's like... very different. So... how would you describe this game? Engine building is how it's usually described. Because we're going to be playing birds and building off of that. Like making a... It's not even like a deck, because it's... Well, it's engine building, but not deck building. And we need points to win. We can get points from playing birds. Each one of these, like by the feathers, is the point value. And there's also points available for doing things in the upper corner here. Like this is the most eggs in the forest, or like count the total number of eggs your birds have laid in this specific habitat. So if you have the most eggs in the forest, you get points. If you have the most eggs in this total nest, or like this in this nest type, you get it. And stars are wild in terms of nest type. This is total number of birds that you've played. And then another one where it's number of eggs in a specific nest type. It is a bird game. Bird watching. But not the like boy bird watching. This is much more respectful of the birds than we were doing the other day. Well, I guess, God, over a month ago? Over a month ago. Yeah, we do set up the environment. We have... Yeah, the birds are under our thumbs. I don't know. I feel like I don't know of any board... Because this is originally a board game. I don't know of any board games that have that sort of thing like that, where things aren't under your control necessarily. Or... I shouldn't say that, because I feel like Machikoro is like a prime example of like, you build your environment, and then fuck you because the dice don't like you. So like, that might be considered a tycoon game, I guess, if that's the description that you're going to use. Machikoro is very fun if you're a lucky person. If you're an unlucky person, I'm so sorry. I have a friend who doesn't like playing it very much anymore because he banked a lot on like 6, I think, for his rolling. And for if you roll 2 dice, like 6 is not an uncommon number. He literally never rolled a 6. He never got to activate the stuff that he was building up. Gotta spread it out. And the same with me here with the activation problem of if your bird doesn't if you're unlucky and you keep drawing birds that are simply too big to prey on, you're fucked. You're not getting points from tucking birds. There's a bunch of other things that will earn you points too, like having I believe food banked on a bird is points. Having a bird tucked behind your bird is points. Which they could do either when they're like predator or if it's a case of like blocking, like the barn swallow, I think. Let's see what else, what else. So yeah, nice little hover tips for all this. I want to say, we go to the wetlands if we want to pick up more birds. We go to the grasslands if we want, I believe, what is it, food? No, forest is food. Forest is food. What's this? Oh, eggs. Laying eggs. If we want to play a bird, we have to do the aerial move. First, 5 birds we want to take into consideration up here. And that is birds and eggs and forest. I don't know how well we're going to meet that. Otherwise, these 3 types are best. This is actually not so bad. I also like this one. This is like 2 birds for the price of 1. Oh, also, the choice here is 5 between cards and food. So if I choose 2 birds, I get 3 food. If I choose 3 birds, I get 2 food. So it's very much a case of, it's a little rough. So I could choose all this and be able to lay these 2 birds down, but then at the same time, I'd be laying down this bird, and at the same time playing this bird. Actually, I want this guy instead. Although, I want to say, like, mourning doves are really dumb, but man, they're like... they lay a lot of eggs. They lay a lot of eggs. Kind of like, can I do that? If I do this, I'll literally only able to pay for 1 of them unless I do a food move first. But then I want to play all 3 of these. I'll take this. Oh right, specialist is another way to earn points. And it's nice that they tell you what the percentages are. So, focus on small birds or focused on birds that can only live in the forest. I think we'll do this one. Small birds. Kind of a... And this is like regular AI that I'm playing against, not hard. Hard is in beta mode. And I'm not able to continuously like get top spot over the normal ones. So it's quite pretty. Slight animations. So I get a number of actions that are equal to these little chits. So I start with 8, and there are 4 seasons. So the first season, I'm going to have 8 chits. Next one is going to be 7. Then 6, then 5. This game does not always have pumpkins. This is the seasonal pack one. Although if you have Wingspan and you play before November 15th, you'll be able to use this background. But you have to, in order to use it, go into your character, or when you start the game, you have to select your character. And then go through those steps, and at the end it'll ask you what background you want, and the background will be available there as a seasonal offering. But I didn't know that at the time I bought the seasonal pack. So I guess they do unlock them every now and then. I think it might also be a case of like, I remember to unlock it. Hello, it's a person. Playing Wingspan. It's a respectful birdwatching game. This is like Autobahn respectable birdwatching and not like Hatoful boyfriend birdwatching. It's a card game. I think I'm, well, board game? Yeah, I'm in the board game category today. It's a case of like, there's a category for Wingspan, but I'm going to literally be the only person in there. I'm probably one of the only people ever in there. So I figure like maybe I should use board games. No. Oh, you didn't hear me when I was playing that? Yeah. No, I was... I kept trying to go to the nurse's office. It was not very respectable on my end. I mean, I did not end up bagging the nurse, unfortunately. Another time. Maybe. Well, I don't actually know if the nurse is... Well, the school doctor, I suppose. I don't know if he's an actual target that you can have. I'll just have to go for the runner-up then. Or like the second runner-up, honestly. Okay. So in the water... Okay, there's also like a full view. Like your wallet view. But... This is prettier. This is way prettier. What happens if I do this? Alright, okay. And the nurse isn't bangable for me. Wait, whoa, you can date him? You can date him? Like there is an ending for him? Question mark? Cause I'll do, well, it's kind of a like, I'll do some off-screen grinding so I can get him. And it's kind of like a case of like, is it really earning or is it something else going on there? Okay, my place, it's kind of, I actually can't afford this bird. I can't afford. Into the same habitat. So it's just a case of, okay, this might actually be a better idea then. If I do that. Are you you're making fun of me. You're making fun of me. Hello, Auxilia. We're respectfully looking at birds and talking about disrespectfully looking at pigeons. I mean, like, technically, I guess, wait, technically a mourning dove is a pigeon? Let me check. 7. I have drumbeats. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I want to check the stats. Spacebar? Oh. I wanted to... Okay, it's the right click. Yeah, so... Okay. If you right click on the cards, you'll get the trivia side. I mean, it's weird to say this from an elf. It's kind of, it's a dating sim. We're here for a fun time, not for a long time. Those are fancy pigeons. Pigeons with PR. Pigeons with PR. Because, I mean, is another name for a pigeon like a rock dove or something? I want to say, like, eventually we're going to come across a bona fide pigeon here. Not in this game. We're not dating the pigeons or the birds in this game. That was How to Full Boyfriends. And we tried really hard to date the school nurse, but that didn't work out. He wasn't interested. He just wanted to do, I mean, like, it's okay if you just want to do science experiments, but like, we ended up on the path for the J. God, it wasn't even shonen. It was some other stereotypical J, I guess as you said, like JRPG hero type thing, but not even. It's like the dark shonen type boy. We ended up on that path instead. I was kind of like, well, I guess this is okay. But I really wanted the nurse to like, especially because he did the whole thing about, like, oh, as payment for this, give me your arm. And then we end up settling for my hand and like, he's taking my hand. He's taking my hand. That's, taking my hand in marriage, that sort of thing. And no, it didn't mean anything in the end. They laid that down. I just heard a bang. Okay. But yeah, I really thought that after that scene with in the festival, with the taking my hands portion, that it was gonna end up with something fun. But no. No. We got the Ronko Kanzaki of birds instead. I like Ronko, but I guess I actually want food. I want food. Because I can't actually do anything else quite so much. And when we do that, we're going to get an egg, which is good. So there's like multiple ways you can spend the actions. Playing a bird is an action, but when you play something like, I'm going to play a chit so I can earn food in the forest, the only place you can earn food, that means we're going to be activating the birds that we've played here. Which means in this case, once I do this, I get to grab the food and activate this bird to lay an egg on any bird. But in this case, he's my only bird, so he's gonna lay an egg. She. It's gotta be a she. My bad. She's gonna lay an egg. Let's see. So thinking about the birds that we have. Wait, 30. Just kind of, I only have one bird here that has I only have one bird here with a wingspan less than 30. I didn't really think of that very thoroughly. Yeah, I've turned the music in the game down and just have one track, and now we've just got birds and other music. I was debating, like, do I just have it be bird noises? Or more? And we'll see. We'll see. Okay. I need... food. If I discard it, no, I don't want to discard a card. We're just gonna have to do this multiple times, I think. I'm gonna need to do this again to play the morning tough. Also, the birds are going to be staying through the 4 seasons. So this is kind of a bit based on luck because of the cards that we chose at the beginning. A bit. Because I took this one, and if I play this, it's going to end up playing this. Or because I'm trying for this combo. It means I'm probably not... Wait, eggs! Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I don't have to worry about that because I have this guy laying eggs already. So I'm doing actually fairly decent here for that. We're gonna gain another food. Another egg? Oh, okay. Oh, so we got something from one of the other layers. Okay. Let's mix feet flat on ground. I'm trying to remember to do that a bit more often, simply because it's supposed to be better for other things. Like realizing, it's a lot easier to sing in certain when you're standing up than sitting down. When you're sitting down, like, you should have your feet planted nicely on the ground and stuff like that. Makes it easier, but just trying to get into the habit of doing that. Okay. Oh, we get mouse. We're not taking mouse. We're gonna take. Ooh. Do I have to decide? Yeah, I do have to decide right away. I'll take wheat. We're stealing from other people. Okay. We're not doing that. We're gonna play birds here. We're gonna play this bird. Oh, wait, nope, wrong. I have to do it here. To do it here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, fine. Okay. Yes. Okay, I don't actually want to do this. I want to do this. Excellent. No, this is just against AI. I don't trust myself to not, like time limits and stuff when streaming. I don't trust myself to be enough for it. After seeing, like, against Mahjong. I was looking into doing, like, a play against chat sort of thing, but Tabletop Simulator apparently is, like, notorious for having bad security. And I remember Tabletopia had a thing for, like, a room key, but it was still a little jank. And I think that for Board Game Arena, it was, again, a little strange. I wouldn't mind, like, Thomologist pointed me towards this game to begin with, like the digital version. So, like, I wouldn't mind playing with other VTubers, like competitive bird watching. Just have to actually organize something. And there's also the case of, like, time slots because I stream late and other people don't necessarily. Yep. A bird on any habitat to spend an egg. Oof, that bird's loud. Also, the bird noises are apparently accurate too. And, like, look at the animation for each of these guys. Like, that's amazing. I mean, like, I guess they're, like, not actually that amazing, like, in hindsight. Like, it's very little animation, but at the same time, like, everyone has their own animations accurate to the bird and the noises to the bird. And also, like, these are the same as the print version, except the print isn't, like, animated. They didn't go lenticular with it. So, like, the illustrators really outdid themselves with having print quality versions and also, like, essentially kind of live 2D-esque birds. I don't have any birds. I don't have any birds. And I have 4 more actions this turn. Or this season. And I need to put... I need to put more birds down. Predator. Yep. We're probably gonna draw some birds. Wait. Once between turns. That's unusual. gain a number of mice. Also gain 1 mice and supply cash on the card. Cash things are points. And these also both fit into my Passerine specialist. So I'm tempted between these two. So this one helps me later because of this. And none of them fit with this. But I don't have to worry, I suppose, too much about that. It's probably not a bad thing to put something in the waterway. Or I could just like dump everything into eggs. Do I dump everything into eggs? We'll do this guy. I'm actually just thinking, do I diversify? Also, like, can I afford this guy? I can't. I can't. I can't afford the other one either, and I can't afford this. Or at least not yet. We're taking him. We can also look at everyone else's boards too. Oh, and they also have different backgrounds? They did choose different backgrounds. So I guess everyone gets to play on the board of their choice. Which is kind of neat. And that's why it was in the player choice area, not a group choice thing. I'll have to show you how it works later in the selection if I play a second game. Have a good, well, have a good time at your night shift. Kind of a, this is expensive to play over here. It's expensive. And again, I don't have the food for it. Food. This isn't the right kind of food. I can deal with it. Draw. And eat a bug. I'm gonna steal a good bug. I want to say, I was looking at karaoke stuff a bit. It was just kind of, this is harder than it sounds. I've done some karaoke in person, but, well, you don't really record yourself doing karaoke in person, do you? And just kind of, it's very hard to sing along with backing music. I've gotten practice with singing without any sort of background except for like a metronome essentially, and then just singing alongside music is just kind of everything's gone sideways, so I have to quickly work on fixing that this week. Can I not sound terrible when I'm singing against background music? And I was hoping that I'd be able to figure something out where it would be able to lower the volume on my ends but have the volume be fine for others for stream, and I heard that was technically difficult, so it's just kind of okay, I guess I'm going to have to learn the proper way then. Okay, the only place I can play this guy is in here. And it costs 2 eggs. Wait, it costs 1 egg to do that. How many eggs does everyone else have? I should check that out. You've laid eggs. Actually, can I just do the huge board? I can. That's her board. She has 2 eggs. He's got 1 egg. He's got 2 eggs. I've got 2 eggs. Okay. So we're gonna do... Oh, not this. We're going to do this. It's gonna cost us the food. It's gonna cost us an egg. I also found out that my copy was missing like an extra container, and I guess they have containers specially for these eggs because when you have them in person, they look almost exactly like little Cadbury eggs, like the little crunchy ones. It's really unfortunate. Apparently there have been some mix-ups. There have been some mix-ups, which is why they have like special containers for them. I want to say they're like made of wood. They're I want to say they're not crunchy. They're more splintery. Mmm. Yeah, delicious bird eggs. Delicious, delicious bird eggs. Tiny quail eggs. Let's see. I only have one action left, so it's kind of a might as well lay eggs. Might as well lay eggs. Let's lay eggs. I'm not gonna have to lay eggs for a while. Hmm. I'm like, okay. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, let me lay the egg on the current bird. Oh, it's just doing it automatically. Chomping raw. Mm-mm-mm. I like making hard-boiled eggs for, well, soft-boiled are good too, but making like deviled eggs. If you do it with the like fancy tip, people think that you put a lot of effort into it when deviled eggs are like stupidly easy. Except quail eggs. I never want to make deviled quail eggs ever again. They were such a little pain. You have to like keep them rolling or something in the pan or in the pot because otherwise they're unbalanced and you'll end up with the yolk pretty much stupidly close to the edge of the white, so it'll break and look awful. So you have to work out some sort of system for that, for keeping them so that they boil with the yolk more in the center than not. But they look kind of cute when they were done, for the ones that weren't mangled looking. And it is fun to do that, like boiled eggs, deviled eggs for a roulette. And when you're doing that sort of thing, you can make them all orange for the yolk, for the mixture. Who cares how they look? Look, when they're for a party. I want to say, why else would you make some other foods? For the showpiece of it. Why do people French lamb ribs and such? Or make crown roasts? This looks really good. A lot. Just thinking about like other food where like presentation is all that matters because thinking about what goes into some of that stuff, like, mm, mm, French kissing lamb ribs. Don't know if you want to get that close to a lamb back. Okay, so what do we need? We need birds. We need birds really badly. I should probably be playing. Oh, he's huge. He's a huge boy, but they're all big. Hmm. It's kind of a case of I want more than one bird, but I can't. Hmm. I want to say, wait, have you had a pet sheep? I do know someone who had a pet sheep, a pet lamb, and I want to say, yep, yep, yep. It's just more of a, let's see, which one do I want? Wait, actually, I should be going for the middle one. Should be going for, except I want the waterway. What do the other ones look like for birds in the waterways? Nope. 1, 1, 1. Okay, so they all actually have 1, except for me. So this will only work like once. No, I want to go back to my place. Ah. Oh, he's expensive too, but he gets a lot of points. Just double checking, like, how quick am I to get food? I discard a card for it. Versus this is 1 turn. Yep, okay. We're gonna grab the kill tier. We've looked at the kill tier before because they have the funny, the broken wing trick that they do, which is really cute. So I'm gonna grab a kill tier. But yeah, I had a relative who had a pet lamb, and they had other lambs that were not pet lambs, but this one was pet, and they could tell because she had a full tail. She did not have a docked tail. It was kind of a case of learning that, wait, tails are normally docked? And I want to say they're docked for a reason. They're docked for a reason. Not particularly clean. I never found out what happened to the pet lamb. But then again, I was young when they talked about it, so just may not have never needed to come up. Okay. Let's see, do we gain food? I probably should have actually picked up a bird that was just willing to trash for food. Is there anyone else I want to trash for food? Oh, that's nice. Except that's more food that I don't have. I guess it's a case of animal pets usually end up the same way. Maybe. I want to say, I didn't have any edible... Actually, if you count rabbits as edible pets, then I did have edible pets, but we didn't end up eating them. The intention was not initially at eating them. Actually, a lot of... another relative who had chickens, as well as rabbits. I don't think any of them ended up edible. But then again, I guess after a while for, like, hens, they get... I want to say, old hens are not as good as, like, chickens. Like, young ones. So maybe it was more of a case of that. Let's see. I guess I'm actually going to take this one. And we're going to wait to do this. After that, we're going to pick up food. We're going to pick up 2 at once. Oh, we get a food. Excellent. Oh, we only get 1. We'll take a bug. I knew someone else who had a lot of ducks, which is kind of, I guess, strange, because she lived in a city, which is kind of a, how did you have pet ducks when you lived in a city? I never got an answer for that one. I never got an answer. But then again, her family did seem quite quirky. So maybe it was just an unusual part of the city. Or a bit like in New York City, people having pigeons is not, or is possible. Okay, we want this, and I might as well take, like, it's kind of a, what's available actually? Quick, what is available? Oh, we want the cedar waxling, but we only have one. Actually, like, do we want the cedar waxling? Because like it fits 130 centimeters. At the same time, I want more waterways. Okay, fish bug. Okay. I don't get a choice. I don't have any fish available. I think I actually trashed that. Okay. We're gonna do this too. We're gonna discard that. Oh, no, no, no. I want to keep this one. This one. We're gonna take another bug. He's full up. His ass is full. Okay. Your poor pet duck. Oh. I'm sorry. You would jump on your back when you were in bed? That doesn't sound like a... It doesn't sound like a fun time to me. The grumble and the cats just start climbing all over me. When they're like, what happened? Or if they decide like, you know what, now's a great time to have that full body cuddle. It's just kind of a, no. Stay. Stay. Like, next to me, not on me. He was small enough that it didn't matter. And it wasn't like dirty because, like, you know, birds don't hold it. They just go when they want to. Cats can't fly. No, they can't fly. But they can still pounce. And they have, well, claws. I guess duck feet probably hurt too. He never shat on you? You're very, very lucky then. I know that they make like, oh yeah, the rest of the house. I know they make like bird diapers. They make like chicken diapers. They also make like chicken saddles for, I want to say, preventing issues between like the rooster and the hen. Like just so he doesn't bite or bear, basically. Cats are inherently painful. Yeah, but they're so cute with it too. But yeah, chicken diapers, duck diapers. And ducks are like dirty anyway when it comes to pollens and stuff. Kept jumping at the door. Just like wet thwaps. Also, like, isn't there a whole thing about ducks and did it quack at you? Like, did he quack at you rather? Sorry for calling it an it. Calling him an it. Oh my god. I'm getting all the genders wrong of these birds today. We wanted this in the waterway. I want this so desperately in the waterway. I want some of the other birds in here, but I can't afford them. Okay. Yeah, we'll pay that. Yeah. Dogs are kind of assholes. I want to say also, if he was actually like a male, if he was a drake, that might also be part of it. Do I want? I mean, oh. Oh. Let's try. Sweet. We can get berries, we can get berries. Do that or get fish. So it's kind of a case of, which one do I go for? I probably went for the wrong one, honestly. But this way we can... Oh, I haven't really been thinking about this. What? Where are all my eggs? Where are all my eggs? Oh, I need to put more eggs down there. You don't remember any sounds? Now I think about it. It's kind of a, do I remember? I remember the sounds that my most recent cats have made, but I can't quite remember the meows of the cats I had before that. Which, like, insight. But maybe it would come back to me if I had video of them, but I don't think I do. But I made sure for these cats that I have now to try and capture their meows so I won't. I do remember. Actually, I should say I do remember one pet who had a very distinctive noise. Let's see, let's see. Actually, thinking about that. When is that? When is that? In a little under 2 weeks, she would have been 23. But most, well, I want to say a lot of pets don't make it to 23. That also reminds me. Apparently, this is 6 months since I started streaming. My first stream was on May 8th. I do not have the file for that. I did not save it. And I don't think I put it anywhere. But it happened then. Just kind of, 6 months. Which is partly why I wanted to do like a chat thing, but then finding that I didn't feel comfortable with the options available. Like, I'll wait another week or two and figure it out. Okay. Birds. Birds, birds, birds. Draw for an egg. Draw 2. I do have the berries to place this guy. I don't have the stuff for this. Okay, we're gonna grab birds. We're gonna take this one. We're gonna get rid of an egg. We're gonna get rid of any bird. Okay, we're gonna get rid of one of these. And we're going to also take, I think, this guy. I feel like it's a bit of a, like, I don't have another bird to play, but I guess it's okay because I'm not gonna be able to play him right away anyway. And I can trash him too. I can trash him too. Oh, no, I don't want to skip. What is the power? Discard an egg to draw 2 cards. Okay, this is good. We're gonna discard. I'm gonna discard this guy. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep that there. No, no, no. Undo. Just realized, like, no, wait, that one plays in here. I'm gonna leave that. Choose 2 cards. Okay. Right. I like this. The birds are a little big, but it's fine. It's fine. Right, and I was also thinking, like, when do I... So, like, timing of things. I was thinking of doing my debut and of my upcoming model in end of December time period. Like, and then realizing, that's... I have my choice. I don't want to do it the 17th. I think that might be a little too soon. Like, what about the weekend after that? Oh, that's Christmas Eve on that Saturday. And then, the time after that is the 31st. Like, those are not good days. Like, maybe if I do it on a Friday instead. But normally I don't do that stuff on Fridays, so... I guess that would be the easiest solution. Doing it on a Friday instead of a Saturday. I have 2 more bits left for this season. Okay. Eggs. I could just lay a stupid amount of eggs. I could. I could also maybe play a bird, but... Actually, what if I just lay twice? Is that like a dumb idea? It feels like it might be a dumb idea. I already have so many eggs. It's gonna cost an egg to do this. This is gonna be it. Okay. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna spend an egg from here. And the last thing we're gonna do is lay eggs. This season. Then we're halfway done with the year. I'm trying to remember. There's this whole concept of the Doomsday Calendar, essentially, I think it was called. It was a really neat system where if you knew what the Doomsday was of a year, then you could easily figure out what day pretty much every other day every other holiday would fall on. For instance, you'll see that the 24th and the 31st are both on Saturdays this year. And let's see, I'm trying to remember. You could also guarantee pretty much that like very specific dates, like 7/11 and 11/7 also fall on that Doomsday, I think it was. So, what was the Doomsday? So like, okay. July, I think it was 7/11, 11/7. So, July 11th is a Monday. So it'd be November 7th is a Monday. Okay, so I'm wondering if Monday is the 2022 Doomsday, so to speak. So it may have been a case like that. And there were a couple other dates too they could remember. But those were the big ones. I remember 7/11, 11/7. I think it was supposed to be like a real neat party trick, being able to do that. And people think that, like, so detailed. Encyclopedic remembrance of dates and stuff. Kind of, no, just really big, simple math. And, like, the worst thing is remembering what the doomsday is of any given year. And I think there was even, like, a formula cheat sheet for that, too. Okay. Lay eggs. That's our last call. We need to put them in this guy. What was that noise? That was in the game, right? That noise? Is that the... Oh my god, is that the scarecrow that made that noise? Okay. On any bird. Moved on this bird. This bird. Oh, yep. See that? Nothing else. Shush. Shush. Not spooked by the Cozy Bird game. It's just that one thing. I wasn't certain if it was the song or if it was the game. Or maybe something else. There was someone who unfortunately lost their dog. I shouldn't say that. They were chasing their dog down the street. They knew exactly where the dog was. The dog was not lost. The dog was just not having any. He was deciding to go off on a journey, on an adventure through the middle of traffic. But thankfully people stopped and the dog just kept going down the street. I hope they were able to get their dog safely. Probably, considering the low speed of traffic. But can never be too sure. Okay, new season. Total number of birds. What is the total number of birds anyway? I have 5? No, I have 6. I can count. I have 6 birds. They have 4 birds. They have 5 birds. This person has 5 birds. Okay. I can math. I actually, I don't have any. Oh wait, this isn't my deck. This is not my deck. Just kind of like, where are my cards? I don't have any cards. Memory of a bird. Right here. Okay. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to play some of these, but I can't. They're all huge. So like maybe I can just cycle through this guy. I need more food. I need more food. Cost an egg, that's no biggie, and I get 2 dice worth, and there's only 2 dice in there. So, with the 2 dice in there, I can actually play these 2 just fine, actually. That's all I need. I don't need to reroll. Oh, took a card from hands. I don't want to tuck them. I don't want to tuck. I don't want to tuck. The Rabbining of Power is really good. I'm not gonna tuck. Yeah, I'm gonna skip. And we're gonna lay an egg somewhere. Egg in a round basket? There's only this one has that. Okay. Yeah, they're on my plate. They're on my board. Everyone in like the physical copy of this game, everyone gets their own board. Which makes sense why everyone gets their own here that can be styled differently. I want to say I hate building the birdhouse so much. I hate a lot of the like building games that have like pieces like that. Like it looks really cool when it's done, but I don't want to build it. I don't. Okay. So I can. I don't want to draw. I want to play. We're gonna play this guy. Using that food. Then we can play. Oh, we have to spend an egg. My bad. This guy's fine. Now we're gonna do this one. That's the only food we have. And spend another egg. Don't want to spend. Wait. Just spend it from here. I have so many birds. And like so few of them that are gonna meet my specifications. How many birds do I even have that have a wingspan of 30 or less? 1, 2, 3. 3. I need one more bird to do that. Like, I could theoretically meet the other section of it. I don't think I'm going to, though. Because, like, even this boy doesn't meet it. Only 4 more bits left. I think I'm winning for, like, the most number of birds. Real quick, because I have 8 birds. I've got 6. I've got 5. I've got 5. Yeah, I have far and away the most birds, but that's not necessarily a good thing. Okay, let's go back to our board. I remember that this is my board. Okay. I need food. I need food. I get 2 food for that. Okay. I want to say if I take the wheat, it means I get to re-roll for the other one. But I don't really want the wheat. I guess. But I'm gonna try it anyway. Yep. Oh well. I was really hoping for fruit. Oh. I don't want to tuck. That was a bad idea on my part. Okay. Lay an egg. I probably should have played the Cedar Waxwing since I'm not actually using its ability at all. want to say this is actually I should do this simply because we're going to be getting a ton of cards from this, not just the two I'm drawing and theoretically a third from this, but also like we could discard another egg to draw 2 cards and then we get one from the canvas back. Ooh, the quail. Do I have space? I do have space. So I want the quail and I want this one, Bellsvario. Because it's small. And also, I guess I could use the one plate ability. And it counts for this. So that's good. This one's also worth like 0 points. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna take these 2. And it's kind of a case of, well, I kind of have food for them. I don't really want the third one here, I don't think. We're gonna draw one from the deck. A Chihuahuan Raven. So I guess they do have some like Mexican birds in here too, since it's a Chihuahuan Raven. At the same time, I wonder how much their territory extends into the United States. Okay. This bird is native to the Chihuahuan Desert of the southwest US and northern Mexico. Upgraded American Crow. You think so? Like looking at it, okay. Discard an egg. And discard an egg. I think we are going to discard an egg. Where are we gonna discard the egg? Oh. I've been playing them all on these guys. Okay. Real quick. Like looking at the 2 of them. He does look a little sleeker. Like not as big chested. And what else is different? Maybe it's just the different pose. The beaks look a little different too. And the eyes. Like the head looks sleeker on this one, on the Chihuahuan Raven. And the ability's different. Yeah. Discard 1 egg from any of your other birds to gain a food from the supply versus discard 1. Wait. Yeah. 2 from the. Oh, that's what you meant by an upgraded American Crow. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't see that part. Also, it's a bigger bird, too. I understand why they use centimeters, but as an American, it's kind of a 99 centimeters. I don't know how big that is. I know how tall I am in centimeters, roughly. Like, give or take, like 2 centimeters. But I don't have any real clear idea of like, okay, 99 centimeters is more than half of my height. Let's see. Yeah, more than half of my height. Except it's the width. We have so many cards now. At least one of them is fitting. But a lot of them are also grasslands, which is a bit worrisome. And also expensive. Wait a second. This seems like it's pretty much the same. Draw 2 and keep 1. Draw 2, keep 1. 4 versus 5. Okay. I wish I could I don't know if I can like shuffle these around. Does not look like it. Okay. No, it doesn't. I'm stuck with the hand in the organization it is in. And then there's just the quail. I guess there's also the fact that the variable can be played in multiple places. So I have 2 more spots. I can gain food. I can gain food. Wow. This is a bad setup. I guess... Just thinking, like, this is the only one that has a lot of freedom. It wasn't one that I intended to actually play. I'm gonna grab 2 fish. I can tuck a card. What one am I not going to use at all? I feel like this one might end up being discarded. Draw 2 cards. If you do, discard a card from your hand at the end of your turn. Yeah, let's tuck him. Gain a berry from the supply. And we get to lay an egg of whatever type we want. I'll do it there. Well, ducks are cute. We all have to make hard choices today. And we didn't... We just encourage them to go visit another reserve. Just not stay in ours. There's, I'm sure, tens of other people playing this game right now that they could be flocking towards. Okay, maybe tens is kind of high. I don't... Does Steam keep track of like how many people are playing this game right this second? Probably not. That might be kind of weird. Oh, okay. Looking at... So, they unlocked on October 26th the Halloween backgrounds. So, I don't know how often they... They also prefaced it with the case of like, we were so embroiled with the Oceania expansion that we forgot to, you know, do the update. Okay, Easter was April. Sakura background was March 15th. And I can't see anything earlier than that. Okay. One more move. And that will be, let's see. Say that here. Such a dumb bird. This one could be so good. And I have the stuff for it. But I need to put it in something where it has a repeatable... Something I want to repeat. A brown power, was it? Yeah, a brown power. So I just want to like min-max egg laying. Actually, you know what? I'll put him here. Bent an egg. Does not super matter. I'll do this one. I'm doing better, but we'll see how it goes in the end because I think I tend to mess up at that stage. Like overall considerations, I'm too short-sighted usually. Actually, how many birds do I have that fit my 1, 2, 3? I'm still only at 3. That's not great. I want at least a 4th. So I want to play the 25 centimeter one. Or the 18. I only have 5 turns though. And I don't have... I'd burn. I'm probably gonna burn card to do this. And wheat. I need 3 wheats. I'm not gonna get 3 wheats. But I can deal with the fish. Oh. I have to trash a card to get a 3rd. Repeat its power. It's kind of a, if I trash this, I can get a fruit, but that's not really what I wanted. Okay. Excellent. We're going to lay another egg here. So it's just the total number of eggs. Yep. Okay. Making sure it's not... Whether or not I spread out the eggs amongst these, like making sure that everyone with that type of nest has 1 egg. Bug. Like technically. Technically this works. Like if I do this, and then do egg laying, it's gonna be a shit ton of eggs. I'm trying to remember, like... Scoring. It's just like, scoring. Trying to remember everything that counts. Like I can't afford directly 2 bugs, but I can make it work. I can finagle it. Okay, we're gonna put them over here. We're gonna pay that. Actually, no, we're gonna pay change. No. Pay fish. I have 2 fish. And a bug. Because no one else requires fish to spend an egg. Okay. A bonus card. Geography terms. Okay. Versus rodentologist. I don't think I have any rodent birds, honestly. Like, legit. Let me take a quick peek at my birds. So, northern, eastern. That's it. Northern and eastern, I think. Because, like, great blue doesn't count or anything like that. And, like, anything that eats rodents, I literally don't think any of them eat rodents. So I at least have 2 birds for that, so that's gonna be my card. 3 points. Great. Could be worse. Could be way worse. Mm-hmm. 3 more bits. Scaled. Do I... And they don't have cartography terms in them. Okay, if I do a drawing, what is the chance I'm going to get something that I can play? None of them fit my needs. 0. I feel like food's not worthwhile. Food's not exactly worthwhile. What are the egg layers looking like for everyone else? So in my case, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 eggs. How many eggs does he have in this type of nest? 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Versus, wow, that wild turkey. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And 4. Okay. So I do want to do at least one egg laying. But I guess it's also a case of like, do I do this first? I think I do, actually. We'll do that. Spend an egg from here. Just spend another egg. No one here has eggs. This one is an egg. Okay. After this, we're gonna do an egg laying. And I don't know what to do the last turn, honestly, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything proper unless I get like really lucky, I guess. Like, I have 2 extra food, but I won't be able to play this guy. So click on birds. I don't actually have to do that, but it counts. It counts. Click on a bird to lay eggs. This one counts. An egg on the current bird, yep. So now it's going to be a case of, did the other person outdo me in terms of eggs? Oh, we get a food. Oh. Oh, no. Didn't necessarily want that. Let's say I can't do anything with this. Except for like steal from other people. Which isn't super helpful. Okay. Oh, we gained the grain. I can actually play this guy. So now it's a question of, okay, my birds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. He didn't let them catch up, did I? Did he? 1, 2, 3. Nope, he didn't. This one feels weird. I'm card counting against AI. Egg counting. 6. And 3. Okay, so I don't actually have to lay eggs. I can go with the thing I was... Oh, I'm not on my board. Looking at someone else's board. I'm going to... I think... If I... Shit. Can I? Nope. I don't... I can't. I played myself. I can't actually play this. I don't have space on my board. Well then. It doesn't really help me to do anything except, I guess, lay eggs. Which is kind of... yep. Not very forward thinking. We'll do this. Lay an egg on the current bird, yep. We're gonna... That. Bird, yep. That's it. Game over. This ended up going okay. I think I had... Oh. Yep, not so hot. except I have a shit ton of eggs. Just barely. Okay. Real quick view. Yeah, so I focused probably far too much on that, but thankfully the number of eggs at the end also helped. So I guess having leftover food does help. Let me check details real quick. Overview. Bonus cards. Yeah, I didn't do very hot in that. My birds are all probably like, I want to say they're trash, but at the same time, like, you gotta make do with what you have. Tons of eggs. So many eggs. And around goals I demolished at the expense of everything else. Food on cards, very little. And I only tucked like one card, which is bad. So yeah. Not great, but could be worse. Oh! I meant to say yes. You don't have to see that. You don't have to see that, but this is the bird reserve. So, all the birds I've seen, you can check by like ability and stuff. And you can, oh, see this sort of thing on them. So I wanted to look up the Chihuahuan raven, I think it was. Oh, right, and they have like the black vulture. So this is how you see their area. Common nighthawk. That looks kind of cute. Oh, and sorry, just like the movement. You can also force, I suppose, the noise. And actually, yeah. That's annoying. It's not the worst bird I've heard. Where's the... Huh. Huh. I really thought that this was only North American birds, but I guess I was wrong. European honey buzzard. Eurasian jay, canvasback, and this hummingbird. So it's entirely possible that perhaps that quetzal is in here, and I just haven't seen it because I have not seen a lot of birds, as you can see. I remember there's a particular bird in my area that I hear a lot, and it was quite difficult for me to pin down what it was. And I've already forgotten what it was that bird. I think part of the problem was that they had so many different types of calls, and I think they were also like a little bit regional too. I feel like maybe it's because I didn't play the bird, I don't get it in my list. Because I don't see the Chihuahuan raven, and I think I trashed it. Kinda sucks. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Just the black vulture, which, let's see. The recording's a little awkward. Maybe it was a robin? No, it wasn't a robin. Is it? Maybe not. I thought it was like a rather unassuming little brown bird. It made the most annoying little noise. No raven or crow. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta unlock it. Well, maybe unlock is not the right word. I have to actually place them. So yeah, what I had was a custom game, and let's see. Let's change this guy up a little bit. So we can set him to be. I actually really like him though, being what he is. So yeah, we can set that to each have their own individual backgrounds. except for the ones that come from the European expansion. Actually, I want to see what this one looks like. She had a nice little hen house, and he had like a cute little marsh area. Yeah, I think I gave him the basic one. But yeah, I guess maybe I'll bust this out like once for every season to get the background. Well, to like show off the backgrounds. And you can toggle the expansions here if I had it. But I feel like I haven't played through this enough to really earn the European expansion, honestly, for myself. And I guess direct competition versus not, and whether or not order is randomized. But you can play against others. I honestly don't know how to add like a human. Like, how do you like? Do they actually have online? I feel like they do. I just haven't done it yet. That's a funky looking little bird. I shouldn't even say little, it's 56 centimeters. With its long toes, this bird can walk on lily pads without sinking. It's neat. So this one can do nearly 100 kilometers per hour dives. I know the generic thing that I do for measuring speed to make it miles per hour is like just basically divide it in half, I think. So like 50 miles per hour, that's pretty fast for a dive. Not the fastest. But still pretty speedy. Uh-huh. So they don't actually burrow themselves for the burrowing owl. They just borrow someone else's? The warbler. Huh. Prothonotary? Uh-huh. I wonder if it's part like, well, like notary. If it's based on that. And the bush tit. Oh, that's sweet. Having the single adults help couples raise their young. Okay, back to mechanical benefits of these birds. What can these birds do for me? Nothing. The warbler can literally do nothing. Oh, but it's worth 8 points. Shit, that's pretty good. Just like nothing. This one's pretty good too. I like these three. They make funny noise. Maybe they can. It's not funny, it's cute. It's actually a little annoying though. It's like a proper Twitter noise, isn't it? Pushed it. That sounds like a cat chittering to me, honestly. Or like a squeaky door. That's a door that needs to be oiled. That's a very small noise. That's cute. And the fact that they actually have multiple voices that they can make. Like, it's not just one file in the sound bank, they have at least two. Maybe not necessarily for all the birds, but for some of them. Okay. The seasonal challenges now sounds like an old chair. Uh, with moving parts like that, I guess if it's all metal or maybe some wood, it could sound like that. But maybe I just don't have too many old chairs lying around. But my home is old and it does sound like the door's there. So, birds in forest is spring. Summer is sets of eggs. Come on. One set of eggs consists of one egg in the. Okay. Wow, so we need to balance out the eggs. I don't think I've ever actually seen this one in person or in play as like a option. Birds in grasslands and birds in wetlands. This is a very unusual assortment. Normally it's like a lot of eggs. I have lots of eggs. This time it's very balanced. Okay. That actually. Hmm. 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 I can't actually afford to put most of these out right now. Maybe it's not a good idea. Because, like, these are very expensive birds right here. I also don't know what my special card is yet. Unless I can look that up right now. I can. Okay. Viticulturist, birds that eat berries. Or wetland scientist, birds that can only live in the water. Okay. To keep in mind. They don't actually specify though. Okay, they do. It has to be a bird with the actual fruits in. So we only have one of those in this entire batch. But we're gonna have a source of berries. I want the warbler, but at the same time, I don't know if I can really justify having the warbler. We'll do this. I will take this. Hopefully, it will help feed us later. Hopefully, it will help feed us later. I also didn't bother to check. Oh, like, only 2 eggs. That's not great. I keep thinking those are butterflies in there and not leaves. Everyone else has kept 3 birds. Do they know something I didn't? Okay. If I place him here, though, it kind of like feeds into my food chain, so to speak, which is useful, which is what I need to kind of partially buff up early. So I'm gonna do this. Lost that. It's nice when you're able to basically build an engine that's associated with the mechanic. It's not something that always happens though. Like it makes it easier to keep track of. An Eastern Phoebe. Do I pick up food? I need. I do this. Actually. So, I feel like part of my problem is also like I get too attached to the birds and I want to play them. I don't want to trash them. I need a berry, but there's no berries. This sucks. Except I'm going to get a berry. So, it doesn't matter what I pick unless I go here and take a look and see what's available first. Real quick preview. Get the northern flicker. Gain all. It's not gonna be a lot though. It's kind of shit. Versus mouths, fish, anything. Everything else is expensive. Okay. I can't go wrong with grabbing a insect though. It seems like. That. It's gonna cover our needs. Oh, we all get a bug from the supply. Excellent. This'll be fine. This'll be fine. Squeak. The squeak. It makes me want to go, actually. I think after this, I'm gonna take a quick break to make a little bit more tea and also grab a cat, maybe. If they're willing to have me. We're gonna do this. We're gonna pay that. We can afford to pay it. And we have so many bugs. The leaves are actually kind of interesting there. It's a little strange. The animation. Actually, the entire bird, like looking at how, I don't want to say violent it is, but that's actually quite violent, isn't it? That movement. Okay, I'm going to be right back. But after that, we will continue the game. We did. Okay, back. I picked a new tea. Let's see how it is. It's supposed to be a yuzu bancha tea. It's a bancha green tea with yuzu in it. And I haven't had it before. It's from a new box. And right now it just tastes, wait. It's very delicate right now. I think I need to let it steep for a bit longer. Okay. I don't know. The very first taste I got was like, yes, this is hot water. This is hot water. Now I have overwhelming green tea taste. Maybe not overwhelming. Decently strong. Yeah, just decently strong. Not overwhelming yet. But I suppose like green tea and regular tea is an acquired taste, right? You cooked the Scotch eggs from yesterday's discussion? They exploded inside? What do you mean? What do you mean they exploded inside? You mean like... Did the yolks like come out while you were cooking the sausage layer or something? Like the breading and sausage layer? Like, how does that work? I've never seen Scotch You wanted gooey eggs and the yolks popped. Oh, so they really did like leak out while you were frying them in the sausage section? Ugh. Hmm. I Yeah, I could see that happening, especially if you are not super delicate during like the sausage section, like layering in. You're buzzing. I'll believe you. I'll just have to either muster up the courage to try and make them myself or see if I can find a place that sells them around here. They sell so many unusual things here, but I don't know if that is around. Like, I can go get takoyaki real easy. But Scotch eggs? No. No. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's more green tea, but it's still very hot. Maybe I should let it rest. Okay. Actually, just like, could you? I guess you could make like quail ones. Quail egg, Scotch eggs. That might be. Uh, Actually, that might be very difficult now that I think about it. They might just end up like super overcooked. Because how long do you make? How long did you put the eggs in for when you were doing them for the Scotch eggs? Because like I remember quail eggs being really short to boil. So I'm just afraid you need to like pop the quail eggs in for like 30 seconds, no more. Or otherwise you'll end up with like overcooked. Okay, 4 minutes. Okay. I think normally I do mine for like 6 or 8. How long do you cook quail eggs for? Hold on. Quail eggs. Hard boil? How long? Uh, Okay, 4 minutes for hard boiled quail eggs. 2.5 minutes for soft boiled. Huh. So I guess it'd be a case of like trying to do like 145 or 2 minutes if you want to get something that's like quite soft boiled so that they end up still gooey and soft boiled when you do the sausage layer. Mm. I know I'm on pie duty for the upcoming holiday, but now I'm tempted to do a bit more. I'm tempted. But at the same time, like, it can't be worse than making a turducken, right? Okay. I can do that. I can do that. Let's see. Let's set a timer. I want to say there's also some new outfits for that. Okay. Okay, the timer is set. Oh, you bake them. Is that normal? Like baking the Scotch eggs? Or is it just like, I want to say the Scottish way to fry them? Just like, fried Snickers or Mars bars or whatever it is. Oh, yeah, there have definitely been meaner than that word in this game. Vert game. Mm-hmm. Muesli bars? No, Mars bars. That's fair. That's fair. Uh, it's kind of a right. I'm out of. I can't say the word. I am out of cardboards. That's not. God. Okay, hold on. I was thinking I'm being smart. I'm using like a bigger term for it, and it's kind of a wait. No, that still kind of counts. Halfway through saying it, which makes it even worse. Okay, give me a second. Unless it's. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've used this command. Okay. I wanted to say, well, just like how people talk about Magic the Gathering. It's Magic the Gathering, right? And they describe, like, expensive little pieces of blank. So I was trying to get around it by saying that word, and then I kind of forgot that, it contains the forbidden word inside of it. And not in a, like, super sneaky way. It's right there in the front. That's no good. Okay. It's kind of okay. I have 5 chits left, and I need to draw birds. And I have 2 worms. Oh right. Actually, give me a second. I need to adjust something. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Can I edit them? Oh wait, no, it's an entirely different thing. It's different thing. Yeah, yeah. I think there's also another one where it was. I have certain phrases that I say a lot, certain words, and you guys pin them down very quickly. You guys pin it down very quickly. Okay, so if I mess up, you guys can reset, or you can not reset. You can mark up the failure total. Let's see. I need to pick up these bits, these things. 2 bugs. 2 bugs, and I need to have a balance of eggs. At the same time, I want to front load in the forest a little bit. Thank you. Okay, really? It's hot. I can taste the green tea. I can't quite taste the yuzu. Or at least it's not very strong. I had couscous with lemon, pearl couscous with lemon for part of breakfast, and maybe I'm just mixing up the, or like it feels like a bit of leftovers from that, perhaps. Like I still have that taste. So it's kind of a, is it really yuzu I'm tasting, or is it just lemon? Strong green tea sucks. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I've grown accustomed to it. I thought I would try this out. Get 2 new bonus blanks and keep 1. Gain all blanks. Oh, gain all insects in the feeder. That's right. That was kind of a neat trick, but not really worth one. 2 bugs. 2 bugs. And the dick sissel. I'm sorry. We're getting the dick sissel. I don't know how I'm going to use it, but we're going to get it. Oh, but I should be getting the flicker. Okay. I thought that was... Okay. When you said send me the eggs, and it's just like, wait, in the game? Like... You sent me eggs? I kind of I didn't... it's not like I didn't... The Scotch eggs. I'm thinking about other bird eggs. Okay. Let's see. So I get to choose a card. That's it? Okay. This is trash for me. This is trash. Sending me some nice eggs. You know, that wouldn't be the worst thing. Getting sent eggs. It wouldn't. Let's see. Huh. Oh, I see what you might mean by the, like, cracking now. It's a shame. But... Did all of them... It looks like one, like, didn't super explode. One didn't super explode. Let's see. Draw birds. What do I want to do? I don't want to draw any more birds. What I need is... If I do this... Actually, like oh, the great horned owl kind of sucks. I don't have enough food for it. Oh, I don't. Fuck, I don't have the food. Okay. We're gonna do this, and we're not gonna grab a mouse. We're gonna grab this. It's gonna be this guy. And we're going to spend a card. Oh, not this one. The other one. This. That guy. And that lets us pick another food, and it's gonna be this. We have 2 wheat. We're gonna be able to play our Dick Sissel. And we get a food. Another food. Oh, so I did fail once. So I did fail once on the word, technically. So, I wasn't certain like what outfit I wanted to do for Halloween, so I actually prepared like 3 other ones. But so I have like the maid outfits from before, and well, actually, I have the maid outfits, the witch outfit, the nurse outfit, and one other thing. Oh, another cat outfit. Another cat outfit. Do you want to choose or do you want to roll? And there's also like the maid cat, but that's gonna be like 2 fails. That's 2 fails worth of stuff. Upgrade. Okay. Let's see. Dick Sissel. I can play it now. I can technically play it now. I also don't have any eggs. Maybe this won't be quite the good game as the last one. Probably not. Maybe I lost my groove from the earlier game, like by taking the break in the middle. We're gonna have so many bugs. 2 more. Is there anything in here that requires like a ton of bugs? I could get the spotted sandpiper, I guess. And, or the, I don't have any eggs. I lay eggs. Then I can grab 2. I don't actually want the northern flicker. This guy, I can't. Okay. We're just gonna take this guy. We're all gonna draw one from the deck. What is it? A red-eyed Virgo. That's cute. And it's a forest one. Now it's a case of, oh, maybe I should have... Oh, actually, I'm just gonna chain this. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end up chaining this. Because, like, this twofer is really good. It's just, I don't have anything to pair it with. And I don't have any eggs, which is a problem. I need eggs. We're going to lay eggs, and we're going to try and lay them nicely, evenly. Oh, we only lay 2 eggs. If I pay a food right now, I can lay a 3rd egg. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay 1 of these. So we have our first set. The next section. He's really cute, but I'm gonna tuck him. I'm gonna tuck him. So we're gonna lay the egg on the current bird. Remembering like, I didn't get to play too many other games last week, but I did manage to. I'm slowly working towards, like, hey, you Kingdom Death guy. Like, we can break out that game sometime, right? Because he still hasn't actually ever like played the actual physical copy, and like after I saw the price on it, it's like, bro, you definitely should like try and get it out. It's $420 worth of game, and then finding out that he's got more pieces for it too than just the base game. So even more than that, and none of them are painted. And you wanted to do like a marbling effect, I guess, is kind of common on them, for like a quick job, because there's I think 18 pieces in the base game, and if you do like full paint jobs, that's a lot of time. But it's kind of a, oh, but I need an airbrush to do the marbling effect, and it's kind of a, you know, I've got an airbrush. I can lend it to you. I don't have a compressor, but I have an airbrush. And apparently he has a compressor, so it's kind of a there we go. Although it's not quite the right time of year to do it, but I think spring is more the time for it. But you can make do. You can make do. Let's see. Potted sandpiper. Actually, I wonder how I did for that real quick. I only had one. I had two. I had two. Okay. So, nothing good for that. But I might still be okay with this. If I do this. This Gardo we deduct two cards. Jesus. That's a lot. And again, we're not getting a whole lot of birds that eat berries. Very few of those. I hate these actions. The chancy ones. The Avocat looks cool, actually. What kind of nest? An anything kind of nest? I want to say sort of good news, I guess. Sort of good news. If I put this down... Okay, we'll do that. We'll just spend this one. Actually, no. Undo that real quick. Because... it was... this kind. No. This is the kind of... we're gonna do it. Because if I get to pick up the Avocat, then... then I want to have some space in that nest. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take two cards. We're gonna take these two. And then we're going to draw a card. Nope, I don't want to skip. Interesting. Another one that's in between. Except... huh. Okay. Then we're going to draw yet another one. It's a caching card. Excellent. This is the kind of simple engine I like building. Yeah, actually, all my birds are related to whatever action that they're in, or like area that they're in. Let's see. What can I even play? What can I even play? Actually, does anyone else have... Okay. I'm looking to see how far people have to go for the sets. Actually, wait. Oof. I wanted to see this a little closer. This is really pretty. It's actually a shame it's covered up by cards. That's beautiful. I'm actually really jealous. I want to get a bird bath, but I haven't done so. I need to pick one out that will work. I know exactly where it's going to go in the garden too. But I also have to plan around other things. Like I wanted to say, it's not kind to try and like cut grass around those things, I don't think. So people usually make a larger area around it, I guess. I have to look a little bit more into detail about like how people set up bird baths so that it's appropriate for the birds and for the lawn. Because I don't know if like having a ring of bird poop on the edges is going to be good for the grass. Although it might be, I don't know. It might depend on the kind of bird actually. Or it might just cause actually a lot of weeds to sprout up around the edging. I don't know if I should even call it weeds because it will be a case of, they're eating the berries and stuff that are in my yard. I have a lot of plants that produce things year round that birds can feast on. So like winter berries and stuff. And it's excellent for attracting birds and keeping them happy through the year, naturally. But it creates a lot of potential issues down the line when seeds start sprouting elsewhere. I like the little bits of gold in there. I guess the game is also trying to encourage me to try different tactics because of the fact that if I don't play the birds, I don't get to see them in my archive. I wish there was a way of knowing quickly if one of the birds has been in my archive. It's only in the waterway. Don't actually have... do have the eggs for it. If I play this... I don't have the food. Never mind. The only one I have the food for is this one? Yeah. No wonder. Okay. Although, this is good too, the chickadee. But this one I actually want to keep, the sandhill crane. This one is the cash on the card. This one requires me to have a lot more wheat. I'm not gonna have any wheat. Okay. Do I just end up... yeah, I'm gonna end up trashing a card, but who do I trash? Forest bird. Lays eggs. 6, 2. This one's worth more. Okay. Actually, I want to play this one. I'm going to play it, even though it's not the optimal choice. Necessarily. I need a wheat. I'm gonna steal this wheat. I'm also going to take another food. I'm going to discard. Oh, the sandhill. Good. Discard this one. Actually need a lot of wheat. I need so much wheat. Another berry. Unoptimal play on purpose. It's all going according to plan. Free food. I don't want a berry. I want wheat. I feel like I'm not gonna do very well this round. How does the board look? We have 4 more spots. So I've got my balance. He's got no balance. He's gonna be kind of tapped out there. He's got no balance. They've got no balance. I'm the only one who has some sort of balance. Okay. There's nothing about laying eggs. Okay, this one is the laying eggs one. I actually want to get this one down sooner rather than later. So we just have to spend an egg. Something. The ground egg. Do that. Excellent. Will someone lay eggs? Will someone lay eggs? Actually, now I guess it's the time for bug. Actually, no, that's not true. I want wheat. I want a lot of wheat because of these. Well, because of this guy. So I suppose the question is now... I only have 3 more turns left. So, do I draw birds and then place the sandhill crane and then lay eggs? I think that might be the order of activities. The question is, can I do that? I think that is going to be the plan, especially if I put this guy in the grasslands. I will be able to do so. Okay. So what I'm going to do is draw birds. Oh. Scaled quail. Interesting. Just the one. Oh, so I have 1 card I can trash. But I want more I can trash. So... the house wren. It's kind of also a case of like, do I want to buy some stuff that I can theoretically play, or do I want to just buy the high stuff? I'm gonna just buy the high stuff. I'll draw a card. Don't want to skip. Just wish it let me do it. Look at that head. That's like a Bride of Frankenstein hair. For repeated predator power in this habitat. Excellent. Okay. What's this one? Stellar's J. Handsome. I do have to wonder if they have, like, when it comes to like male versus female birds, or the birds that have the, it's a word for when they are visually different depending on their gender. Dimorphic? Is that it? No, not quite. If they, how do they make that choice? Do they just choose the fancier looking bird or what? Or do they always default to like male bird or something? Okay, it is gender dimorphism. Okay, next is going to be playing Sandhill crane here. And then tucking. Tucking like my life depends on it. Oh wait, no, I don't want it on this one, I want it on a different one. Actually, do I? Nope, it has to be on that one. Okay. So, Sandhill crane is gonna go here. It's gonna be the food. Spend an egg somewhere. Kind of a case of, there's only one place to really do it, and that's gonna be here. And next. It's really funny. I've watched some places where people are having basically their first flock of chickens, and every now and then, I mean like at least once a week, someone's posting, "Please don't break my heart and tell me that this is a rooster." And the answer is usually like, "Well, he looks like he's going to be a very sweet boy when he grows up." Like, not all roosters are assholes, but like there's sometimes when they're mistaken, or I don't want to say mistaken, but like sometimes the answer is like, no, it's fine. I had a girl that turned out like this. Like, it looks a little masculine, but not actually a rooster. But more often than not, it's a rooster. Man, I want to say I'm like starving for berries, but what more berries? Okay. And the last thing is going to be egging. Okay. Now we're going to egg. Actually, I feel like I should double check here because I think I'm the last one to go. So, like, what does everyone else's boards look like? Okay, so they actually have one set. These guys have one set as well. They've got no sets, and I have one set, so I don't actually have to focus too much. You could just choose something that's in the middle. I have that same issue with a gerbil that I did not ask to get sexed. I didn't think of it when I was very young, so I just named it Ace. No, Jack. It was Jack, I think. Or Jackie, but Ace is probably a more gender neutral name. And that's also something I see common, like, well, no, it turns out this cat that we just picked up is no longer, it's a girl, it's not a boy. So we need to change the name away from Sherlock. And it's kind of like, no, Sherlock's fine for a girl. Don't feel like you have to change it. The cat doesn't know any better. And the same thing with my cats a little bit. I don't think a lot of people look at the name Casper and think it's a feminine name, really. But funnily enough, she's named after a I suppose you can call it a female character with that name. But like the ultimate source of the name is masculine. But that didn't change. That didn't really affect the original. Cheryl. I like to think of as Cheryl Gnome. Which isn't bad, but then I'd be kind of tempted for Aranka, except at the same time I can't do pairs, or I can't do matching names again. I guess if you have enough of a diva queen cat, Cheryl would work. Which Casper was. Is. Contessa too. Maybe it's just all the girls are queens. I mean, I know that, like, it's also the name for a female cat, but like males are toms and females are queens. But they really are very haughty, very standoffish. Very. Don't touch me unless I want to be touched. Okay. I have. Wait, one more? Did I not lay eggs? Did not lay eggs. Let's lay eggs. I think it was a case of like, I don't technically have to finish laying eggs. I can just tie. But I'm not going to be doing terribly much here. Like, it's not overwhelming. Discard. Yeah, we're going to do that. What are we going to discard? Oh. We're going to discard this guy. Or tuck. We're going to tuck. We're also going to tuck the Eastern Screech Owl. Oh. Wait. Okay. Just like we didn't need to pick another card to tuck? Question mark? It was tuck a card remains. Okay, like current bird. Okay. So, not the worst. Not fast, not the worst. Wait, so your brother is fighting for dominance with the cat, and the cat is actually tying him, or potentially even winning? I want to say it should be pretty easy to like out-dominate a cat. It loses every time. So he's just challenging for the sake of challenging. I understand that. I also have to lay down the law sometimes with the cats. She bites your legs for treats. That's not healthy behavior. That's not healthy behavior. Okay, 6. And we need to have eggs or birds in the grasslands. Of which I want to say, am I going to lose that battle? 3, 3, 2. Okay. So I just need to place 1 down and it'll be tied. I just want to talk more. I also need food. At least when it comes to this, it shouldn't be so bad. Actually, I could do this. It might be a little worthless, tiny bit, but I have the power to. I do. I'm gonna do this. And that gets me that. We're gonna spend this egg. And we're gonna play this one for that. And we're going to spend an egg here because we want to be able to deal with that later. I'm thankful that I mostly got the cats to not abuse me, except when they're, like, with the time setting change, they've been very bad. I've been trying to, like, wean them towards the new time setting, but it's not been going super well. But they generally don't abuse me. Although, I mean, with that kind of nest. Okay. Okay. I want to say when one of the cats is up here with me, sometimes he might get a little bitey if I he likes belly rubs, but sometimes he doesn't, you know? So like if I approach at the wrong time for the belly rubs, he might start kicking. It loves kicking. It kind of hurts, but at the same time, like, Not enough to dissuade me, honestly. He's just so cute. Yeah, what's the word? Like, cute aggression, I think it is. Is that how it goes? That's what I feel a lot when I'm dealing with him. Like, I think he's the cutest out of the three cats. But the others have their charm points too. He's like the normal, I should say. He's the normal. I'm pretty certain that normal was the boy too, right? From Garfield? I'll do that. Or my waterways. Oh, actually, everything's kind of balanced. Gain food. But I also want to tuck. I kind of forgot that I got to play 2 for 1. I want to say this ability has been really helpful. I'm really glad I got to play the American Avocet. I've honestly never heard of this before. But it actually reminds me, what is it, Kookaburra? Is it the Kookaburra that does it? Where they lay their eggs in other birds' nests and let them raise them? Like a parasitic bird, like this one. So what's even available here? Nothing that we need. Nothing that we need. That was depressing. Okay, bird with the fewest layers. Okay, I guess if any of them I want, it's this one, but I probably just actually want to like take the good quality ones so that others can't use them. Cycle them out. It feels weird to just draw birds I'm not actually going to use, though. Just a tuck. Food. I don't actually have a grand plan for the food. But food. Actually, no, I guess I shouldn't do that. I am going to... We're gonna do this. We're gonna draw a card. A dark-eyed Junko. Another tucking one. Okay. And we're gonna draw again. A cedar waxwing. Okay, we've done both of those sorts of things before, but this one has a good bonus right now. The rosy spoonbill looks really cool. Actually, it looks just like our bird, except our bird is colored differently. I'm actually running out of spaces to lay these eggs. Wait, no, I don't want that one. I want this one. Like, I didn't actually mean to. Can I play this? I can't because I need food. What? Is there anything I can play there? I need to be a bit more judicious about this actually because I can only play like... I can't actually play that many more birds, honestly. But I can discard a card for food. Okay, we're gonna take a berry. And we're gonna take a... It looks like we need a lot more insects in general. I'm not planning towards any one particular bird. We're gonna gain it in cash. We're gonna gain one. Yeah, from the yuzu green tea, it's not really striking up a whole lot of yuzu anymore. I want to say, usually green tea isn't like first choice when it comes to I need to lay more eggs and I'm running out of space. I actually think, yeah, I'm like pretty much out. If I do this, I need to play. I need to play a bird to do this. It doesn't have to be on this spot. But it would probably be helpful if it was on the spot, honestly. Actually, how does it look here? So, I only have 2. 3. 3. 2. Okay. It's more of a case of if I put down a third, I'm going to be tied with the rest, unless there's something else going on. And is it an ability that I want? Yes, we'll do tucking. And then there's this guy, which I would be spending a lot of my food to do. This one actually opens me up, though, for placing more of these eggs, which is good. So we're gonna deal with this guy. Oh. No, I actually didn't want to place him here. I was gonna place him somewhere else. He was gonna go in the grasslands. He was gonna go in the grasslands. And so we're gonna do this. Yeah, like this bird feels broken. This bird feels terribly broken. Love it. So it's kind of a, do I lay more eggs? Want to tuck more cards. Oh, I don't have a... Oh, this actually... Okay, if I can discard 3 cards. 4 cards? Tuck a card here to gain a thing. Immediately use it to tuck 2 more cards. Then tuck another card. I mean, in a way... Tucking the cards is not necessarily the best move because I'm turning like something that's 4 points into like a single point. At the same time, like, am I ever gonna actually play this bird? Is this bird gonna be worthwhile in that case? So literally I just have to pick which bird I want to keep essentially out of this set. Otherwise I can tuck the rest. In which case it's like I kind of want to keep this one. I'm gonna do that. Okay. We're gonna lay eggs. This guy. This guy, this guy. And we're gonna tuck a card. We're gonna tuck. It doesn't really matter which one, I guess, because we're going to be doing it. Okay, 1. We're gonna do that. Wait, for a second, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm doing this. Yeah, that wasn't the point. The point was, like, I'm gonna do this. Oh, from the deck! It's from the deck. I don't know why I didn't quite realize that. I'm gonna do a little bit more because I didn't quite realize that. I'm still gonna go through the, like, egg laying bird thing. I'm just gonna not do the quail because the quail is really useful for the accidental engine we've built. It doesn't really matter where the rest of them go. necessarily. It's just, I don't need the screech owl, but the scaled whale, while not worth anything, is... Let me select this card. Is a great, like, placeholder for eggs. Oh, I don't want... Okay. It's this one. Like, actually, the bittern, it's worth a lot of points, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. And also, like, the fewest water birds. 3, 2, 3, 1. I don't know if that's really going to happen. Versus this guy. So I'm actually going to do this. Sure, he's 7 points, but... lay an egg. And we have 2 fruits. And I get to choose a food. mm. It's kind of nice that it has this time in between, but at the same time. I wonder if there's a way to speed that up. Yeah, now I'm really glad I grabbed the other bird. The last move. I can play it. Actually, just double checking. 2, 3, 3. Okay, so we're gonna be tied. I don't know if it's worthwhile for me to try and... I don't want to say cheat it, but like... I can drop that in there. Or... drop the quail. There's so many eggs. It's so dumb. How many birds do I even have for this berry thing? I have 2 birds. So I'm gonna end up with 3 birds, I think, having it. But the quail can only go here. I think I'm going to end up doing this. That's not the point. So I'm going to do this. Sorry, just where do the eggs come from? The Dixisel. I swear in person I eat my mistakes. I eat my mistakes a lot more often than now. Okay. Maybe I'm focusing again too much on that one thing. Like those temporary things. And not the overall game. But man, I need a place to put those eggs. Okay. Wow. Just, yep, 2 mice left in the feeder. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna place this here. We're gonna spend eggs from this guy. And this one. Since it doesn't really matter. We're not counting eggs anymore. Have a good night, Dirk. Sleep well. I'm jealous of your eggs. My hands are on the full wrong type of egg. Ah. Yeah. Wait, no, I don't want egg there. I want egg. Egg. Here. Come on. Oh shit, I can't because that's the bird that did it. Here, I guess. No. This one. This one. This is the right bird. Now, I don't have a whole lot of waterway birds. And I don't think I can even afford them. If I do this, draw birds. What birds do I want? Predator bird. This, I think, was one of the ones I had a lot of trouble with. The golden eagle. Because it was kind of a, look at the deck. If it's less than 100 centimeters, and like, yeah, most of the birds are. But no, they were rarely. And the barn swallow is another waterway bird. And none of them take. Chicken looks like a rabbit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It looks pretty crazy. I've played it before, so I do have it in my archive of how it looks when it's doing it. So the Texas one is endangered. Another subspecies went extinct in 1932. I'm gonna take the barn swallow because that's the only thing I can actually afford right now. And also, that's only 1 point versus 3 goddamn mice. Oh, no, I don't want to skip. We're gonna take that one too. I can spend an egg. I'm gonna be laying eggs later. So, where's the rest of the eggs? Where's the crazy amount of eggs? Nope. Okay, I guess that's it. Wait, oh, I don't want that one. Actually, I want this one. Bunny griffins? I mean, just thinking like they put in rules for making like your own chimera in D&D 5e, but I don't think they had ones for like griffins, like mix and match your own griffin. Maybe just they thought it would be like, I don't want to say too simple because they don't seem to leave that up to DMs too much. Like that wouldn't be a bad place to start. I need 3 cards. Let's just choose whatever's on the top. Oh, okay. Whoa. That's a lot of fish. We're gonna draw one from the deck. We're gonna draw one from the deck. One thing I was really happy with is having there's an image that's been going around on the internet and it has a couple different like I don't want to say chimeras exactly, but like griffin-esque chimeras, like where it's a not multiple headed, but mixing and matching different types of creatures. So they had like a pigeon raccoon and a robin mouse and things like that. They were really cute, and they were also really nice, like little things to stuff in the environment to give a feeling of something's obviously not right here. It can probably be done in multiple ways. In my particular case, it was kind of these are lab escapes. I think I probably still have the image up somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Kind of like griffin. They're not really griffins, but I don't know how else to describe them. I don't actually know if it was a pigeon raccoon. It may have been a crow raccoon, honestly. Where did I dump it? Where did I dump it? And you've probably seen this image too. I had a large folder full of like images for inspiration. Oh, did I? I may have taken it off of here to save space, honestly. I may have. Let me check. It was a robin, mouse, crow, raccoon. It's not coming up with the search items I wanted. Oh, it is trash griffins. Oh, and they did an extended version too, it looks like. Let's see. Trash griffins. Okay. Let's see. Let's save the image. It's from 2019, the full image? I don't remember that. Let's adjust the origin. Here's the trash griffins. So when I saw it, the pigeon rat was one of them, as was the vulture possum, the sparrow mouse, and the crow raccoon. You can also see who it's by on the bottom, the art source. I got this from their Tumblr, which might also explain why it's from 2019. I don't know when people abandoned Tumblr. I don't know when the porn ban happened. I was never there for the porn. It was for the art. And I actually didn't really use Tumblr a whole lot either. Just for like searching for artists, essentially. But yeah, sparrow mouse, crow raccoon, ibis possum, blue jay squirrel, starling cat, vulture possum, pigeon rat, and magpie skunk. Like, nice way to kind of spice up things. Except for, you know, the can. The ban was in 2018. I want to say, like, I guess it was that big of an issue. Maybe not issue, but like, I feel like I probably used it. I must have used it beforehand. Before it. And I never really saw a whole lot while I was on Tumblr. But maybe I guess it really is just whatever circles you're a part of. I guess the same with like Instagram and stuff. I didn't realize that Instagram is 12 years old now, I guess ish. Its birthday, 12th birthday, was in October. It's just sort of a wait, it's been around for that long? And one more year it can legally use itself in terms of, well, what, people under 13 aren't supposed to like do like literally anything on the internet, pretty much, right? Okay, so we're close to ending here. So birds and waterways. 3, 1, 3, 2. Okay, so we're in the lead there. So I don't really want to worry about that too much. Isn't that something though? Like the whole thing about, yes, X can now legally drink, X can now legally drive, it can legally rent a car in the United States. I wonder how old TikTok is. Honestly, I want to say I'm really behind on that sort of thing. Like, I only tried out TikTok myself, and not even extensively, just a tiny bit, earlier this year. Although I do know some people who are like, oh my god, I saw this board game on TikTok and I had to get it. It's just kind of, wait, that's how you're finding out about your new games? TikTok? Really? That's a thing? Because most of it, otherwise, I just see like it's got a bunch of stupid memes. Mm. Okay. What kind of food? We want berries. Question mark? We want berries. What was its predecessor called if it wasn't TikTok? I feel like I'm late to a lot of these things. Like, I didn't have a Tumblr account when it first started. I was late to that. Instagram as well. Vine? Okay, I do remember Vine. Oh, but musically, I don't really know anything about that. I mean, I was happy I was in like one of the, I don't want to say I was in an early wave of Facebook, but I was earlier rather than later. And Twitter too. I suppose it's a, kind of the earmark of like, did I get the name that I wanted? Because I have to be early to get that name. And it's kind of a toss up. Like, I was late to Steam for that too. So just having to come up with multiple variations of things. But I suppose that's good for other reasons. Having to have unrelated names. Ah. But musically doesn't exist anymore. It's completely gone. Completely morphed. Renamed. 3-bet. I need to think of this through. Oh. Pfft. I need to lay an egg. We'll do it here. Now it's our turn. Proper. So 3 turns. Just double checking. 3. Yeah, it probably is not happening. Like, it wouldn't be bad to place another one down, but it wouldn't be the most necessary to put one down here. And then do I just egg, tuck, tuck, tuck? Actually, yeah, that may not be the worst idea. If I... Actually, wait. So it's 1, 2 for tucks there. Yeah, okay. I think that will work, actually. If I do this. We're going to pay this. Then we're going to tuck this guy. Oh. I have to spin the egg. Okay, it doesn't really matter which egg it comes from. And then we're going to cheese it with a bunch of egg laying. Maybe not a bunch of egg laying. A bit of egg laying. It's a case of, actually, the last bird that I played... Okay. Kind of like, fruit bug. Is that the only one that has that available? It's a case of, I guess if I have no choice, then picking fruit. Because I don't think I'm gonna get a bug. No, this one. Okay. Like, I'm not gonna get a bug. I don't think. Like, I'd get a bug. And that's it. versus doing a shit ton of tucking and egg laying. Okay, we're gonna lay an egg on the current bird. We're gonna tuck a bird. Tuck this guy. Quack, quack. We're gonna gain a food. We're gonna discard it. So we do that. And we're gonna do this. Another egg. Now it's just a question of we had a certain amount. Yep. Okay, they placed okay. They placed waterway birds. 4, 3, 2, 4. Okay, so I'm tied. It's not the worst. So we're going to, we don't have enough food to do anything, but we can just lay eggs. It's kind of dumb. We're gonna lay eggs. I'm gonna lay an egg on the current bird. Tuck this guy. Gain card. Tuck more. And tuck this guy. Pretend we didn't see him and lay an egg. And that's the end. Did not focusing quite so much on the seasonal goals help, I hope. I did a lot of egg laying. Oh, and we get food. Great. Helpful. Oh shit, don't tell me we had one more turn left. I just get another egg. Okay, how do we do? Tie. Number of birds, or amount on the cards, not great. I think I cheaped out. Oh, not terribly much. Bonus isn't great. End of round. Eggs. A stupid amount of tucked cards. Okay. It actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would. I wasn't focusing on point values of the birds as much, but the eggs and the tucking really helped. Okay. We'll archive that one. I don't think I unlocked any new birds. Is there a way to see, like, hey, it's the most recent one? Although, oh. So I can just see the birds I've unlocked. There are birds with no nest? Like, really? Huh. I wonder if that's something for the European expansion. Like a special thing. They don't have a nest. It's kind of... What kind of bird doesn't even have a nest? I know I've talked about the... I think pigeons and how their nests are sometimes a great big mess. Like 2 twigs and a piece of wire. Not even like tied together, it just is. Yeah. Yeah. Or like there's a famous, maybe not famous, there's a common image, I don't know if it's a meme or not, of like, hey, it's, you know, like the 2 twigs and then a couple needles, needle containers in a sink, and that's the bird's nest. You can see the eggs in there. I want to say the futon sounds like it's going to be fancy in that case. Or the pigeon. I guess just thinking about it, like, okay, if we consider that, then what the other bird, the parasitic bird, was doing was basically sleeping on someone else's couch, wasn't it? Or rather, like dropping, oh my god, dropping off someone else's kid or their own kid onto sleep on someone else's couch. I actually know someone who did that. They had a friend over for visitation, like general visiting, like, oh, you live close to this and we want to go visit. Not realizing they were going to bring their kid with them, their kid under 10. And then the friend would just like go off for the entire day and just leave the kid at their place. It's kind of like, what are we supposed to do? Like, I specifically don't have kids because I never wanted them, and I'm basically in charge of this one kid now, thanks to this person who I would normally call a friend, but at this stage, like, bro, I'm not your babysitter. Yeah, I don't know if that friend ever visited them again. Like on the floor of TV. Yeah. I mean, there's supposed to be something good about sleeping on the floor, right? Like it's good for your back, or is it like horrific? I don't remember which way it goes. I have slept in like a proper futon on the floor, on tatami floor. It wasn't bad at the time. It's not the worst way that I've slept. Wasn't what a myth. Oh, the floor thing? Maybe. I'm not certain. All I know is I have a comfy bed now. I have a really comfy bed. One that's big enough for my cats. It puts you close to the ground. Yeah, the futon wasn't bad. I'm thinking about like the worst thing I've ever slept on, and there's been a couple things. Actually, I think I remember tweeting about it recently. Like, I couldn't sleep inside, so I ended up going to sleep outside on a porch, in a chair. Normally, I don't like sleeping on like furniture, like chairs, but it was desperate times, calling for desperate measures. I needed that peace and quiet, so I left. Sleeping on the floor makes you sleep deeper. I haven't slept on the floor in a long time. I think when I slept on the futon, like the proper Japanese futon tatami, it was pretty decent, but there was a lot of other things going on too. It's well, like kind of like a spa, sort of. Kind of like a spa. So hard to not be relaxed. Concrete? Like sleeping on concrete? I don't know if I've ever done that. I don't think. Hammocks? I don't. I was actually very interested in having a hammock at one point because I thought it'd be a bit space saving, but I didn't end up going through with it. Mostly, I don't like hammocks personally because they're outdoors, and I like the outdoors. The problem is more so like bugs, and I'd be very picky about that. I'd be very, very picky about that. I actually have a hammock right now, but it's not set up. It's not set up. It's in a very strange space, and it's just kind of do I want to move it? Because it's a little bit of a process moving it. It's got a separate stand and the fabric. So it's kind of how did they put it where it currently is? Well, the other thing is it doesn't have to be on the walls. You could have a stand, which is what I have. It's a metal stand for the hammock. And they put it on the second floor deck, the second floor balcony. So it's kind of if I don't want it up here, how do I remove it? So I just have a second floor hammock. How do I? Oh, hi, remove. Just needing help getting rid of moving a hammock. Yeah, the frame itself takes up a lot of space, but the deck is actually quite large. But it's still kind of awkward because it's a second floor hammock. And I mean, my garden is nice. My garden is actually quite private on the ground level, but on the second level, not quite so private anymore. Not quite so private anymore. It's actually really nice having hedges and stuff. Let's see. Okay. Sit. So who is currently on? Who's currently? Oh, Boolean's doing art. Wonder what she's drawing. I'm kind of interested in knowing. How long has Boolean been going for? And Masuko's doing karaoke. Choices. I think Boolean, though, might be a bit more chill right now. Because I know that Mazukusa is going to be like sad boy hours karaoke. Let's see. Oh, wait. Someone's playing Weiss Schwartz? Like, really? Wait.
The God of War dynamic plays out in every parent-child relationship, right?
It's supposed to be muted. I still haven't done my ad block reps. Talking about being behind the times. But I didn't know that, like, how are people playing Weiss Schwartz? Okay. Posture. Okay. How are people playing Weiss Schwartz online? Do they have a dedicated app, or are they doing just like tabletop sim? I kind of want to watch this. Boolean's currently working on someone's model. It looks like their live 2D model, or they're working. Oh, she's working on her own one. This is so cool. She's doing an update for her own. So, going to read her. A stretch. Okay. Okay. Stretched mostly. But tomorrow I'm going to be continuing Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York, the Venture Path. And Saturday I'm going to be doing my first karaoke, which is going to be an experiment of some sort. I haven't sung in front of other people, aside from the vocal teacher, like the singing coach, in a long time, and not with music online, certainly. I have done karaoke regularly, not like this. And aside from that, Sunday's going to be reading short, like detective mysteries, cozy mysteries. Thank you for the follow, Danny boy. I'm sorry, we're just about to raid into my mother, artist mother. I do play tabletop games pretty much every Tuesday now, in the future, and that will be on my schedule. But thank you very much for joining. And have a good